Well, then was your family pissed at you then when you sold your song to Nike?
No, not at all. Not at all. You know, like, for me, it's like, I guess on one hand, maybe it would have struck me differently if I had been asked to write a song for Nike. You know?
Yeah.
But for them to come to me 4 years after a song was written and say, we want to put this in a commercial, you know, I felt like they were doing a commercial for me more than they were for themselves. I don't know how many people watch Nike commercials and go, I want to go buy the Nike, but I know that people hear a song and go, what is that song?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and I know I'm very certain of the energy that I place into my music. And I don't believe, you know, like, I've been doing a dance with the so-called powers that be from the time I put out my first album, Slam, which, I mean, my first movie, Slam, which came out through Trimark, which was, you know, a big corporation, or my first album, which came out through Sony, which was a big corporation. So maintaining my independence as an artist has, you know, doesn't always have to mean that I'm not working with major companies. All of my books come out through MTV, for example.
Yeah, what's wrong with getting paid, too, right?
Yeah, well, there's that. There's nothing wrong with getting paid, but there's also something important about getting that work out there and realizing, you know, I'm not here to handpick who my fans are.
Right.
You know, and so when football players come up to me on the airplane, you know, pro football players, and they're totally like, yo, man, I listen to you when I work out. I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And so now there's a whole group of, like, you know, I saw after that commercial a bunch of, like, jocks showing up at concerts. Yeah. And I'm like, thank God, you know, that, you know, the jocks are listeners, because they hear it.
Yeah.
They hear it the same way.
Hey, that song, man, saying something, right?
Exactly.
You know?
And it never stops saying anything regardless of who plays it.